Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations. They may look like the heathen nations, but your father lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halakia from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, with another lesson. And here we go, man. More prophecy, doing as we have been created to do, and that's to publish the words of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and to give you the full understanding of what the Most High's will is and what he intends to do according to biblical prophecy. And right here we have an article from Natural News. It goes into what? Civil unrest. You see that? And that's one of the signs of the times the Most High told us to look for, which is what? Uproars of the people and earthquakes in diverse places in the earth. That's one of the signs. Wars and rumors of wars. That's another one of the signs. And all this lets us know that what? Our Lord Yahweh Shai is very close to returning back to the earth to take his throne by way of force, violence, and he's going to force and violence, and he's going to do it in complete righteousness, man. So the title of the article reads what? Israel is a rogue nation. Dennis Kucinich, whatever, tells Judge Napolitano. You see? And this falls right in line with biblical prophecy. Now listen to this. It says what? Independent candidate for Congress in Ohio's 7th District, Dennis Kucinich, appeared with Judge Andrew Napolitano this week to talk about how the United States military-industrial complex is leading America straight into World War III, including with its virtually unquestioning support for the Israeli war machine. You see that? America is being led into war by the Israeli war machine. Let's get a couple real quick. Let's get Isaiah 55:11. It says what? So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. You see that? Everything the Most High said was about to take place on the earth, or was going to take place on the earth, is happening. Because the Most High's word does not go out void, man. You see? He spoke these words with a purpose. He spoke these words to fulfill his will. And we see it coming to pass right before our eyes. And that's if you have the eyesight to see. You see? If you've been given the Holy Spirit to understand, you recognize what's going on in the earth, man. And none of this is a coincidence. This is all playing out according to what the Most High said will be taking place in prophecy, man. According to prophecy. Let's get this right here. Revelation 11:14, it says what? The second woe is past, which goes into World War II. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. That's what's happening. World War III is fastly approaching. And as you see Israel start to do more things over there in the Middle East, so-called Middle East, you see that's provoking these other nations, and tensions between the nations are rising. Hey, we get closer and closer to World War III fully being blown wide open, man. You see, being blown wide open. That's what's happening. All these different events are going to lead to what? Tensions between the nations increasing until a full-fledged war breaks out. Like we know, this is the beginning stages of World War III, man. You see? But as time progresses, it's just going to intensify. Let's read a little bit of this article. You got the duck and the geese in the background, man. I heard this reservoir, you know, a little change of scenery. But it goes on to say, during the conversation, Kucinich discussed how Israel has become a rogue nation that pays no mind to international law when it comes to how it wages war on its enemies. You see that? You see, because the Israeli states, because they believe they're the chosen people, they believe they're above the law. They're the only ones who don't have to follow the rules. You see, but as soon as someone retaliates, they want to bitch, cry, and complain about how they're being treated unfairly, about this, and how this nation is treating them like that. Man, get the fuck out of here. They're the biggest. They're the nation that love to play the victim more than anyone else on this planet Earth. You see? This is what these damn devils do. It says what? What's happening in Gaza and in the West Bank, together with Israel being involved with attacking Iraqi interests, Iranian interests, Syrian interests, Lebanese interests, Yemeni interests, with the instability going on in Egypt and Jordan, we have all the elements for World War III here, Kucinich explained. And guess what? It's the Most High's will. You see? The Most High is causing all this to happen. The Most High is gathering all the nations. He's mustering the host of the battle. That's what's taking place. These humans are just what? Pawns that the Most High is using to fulfill his will. And that's what you people don't understand. And this is what the prophets have been telling you. All this is, everything that's happening is all according to the Most High's will. You see? It's all according to the Most High's will. Let's see what this video says. Matter of fact, let's read a little bit more. It says what? And the bombing of the Iranian consulate in Damascus is clearly an act of war against Iran. Exactly. And then you had a high-ranking military official that was killed in that bombing. Excuse me. You see? How do you think Iran how do you think Iran feels about one of their top military officials being murdered that way, man? Because that's exactly what it is murder. Now, if Iran did that, Israel would be up in arms, man. You see how they're always at the fucking UN crying and complaining about Iran getting a fucking nuke. You see? Because they know Iran will use that shit on their ass, and that's exactly what's going to happen, because that land of Israel is going to be destroyed by way of nuclear fire, man. That's what all this is leading to. So let's see what this video says. Damn, is this a podcast? Oh, this is a whole, nah, this is a whole, you have to go back and watch that on your own. But this is a whole video, whole 20-minute video, but you see what it is. So it says what? And the bombing of the Iranian consulate in Damascus is clearly an act of war against Iran. It is a violation of international law. And at this point, the Netanyahu government doesn't care about international law. As far as they're concerned, there is no international law. They are now a rogue government. And guess what? You're going to have all these heathen nations. They're going to take that same stance. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to go against Israel, which also entails them going against America, because if Israel goes to war, America's going to follow their ass right into it. And that's what's going to happen. And what is that going to do? It's going to pull all the big dogs, beginning with Russia, into the fray. So all these different things that the state of Israel is doing is causing what? The stage to be set for World War III to pop all the way off, man. You see that? It says what? Why should Americans die for Israel? In no certain terms, Kucinich made it clear that none of what Israel is doing is in America's interest, or Israel's interest for that matter. Israel's behavior is so deeply violative of international law violative of international law, rendering the Zionist state guilty of war crimes. You see, and the time is coming where they're going to have to pay for that, because what they're doing is going to draw all the nations into the Middle East to wage World War III. Because that's the Most High's will. That's what's taking place. You see? Get one more part of it, and then we'll just go into more scriptures. It says what? They've destroyed the Al-Shifa hospital. They've killed about 33,000 Palestinians and more, injuring countless people. They're driving a famine in Gaza right now, killing at least 7 aid workers who were only there from the World Central Kitchen to give people food. And the United States is financing this. You see that? Our taxpayers are paying for this, Kucinich explained to Napolitano. So you see what's going on, man. Let's keep going. It says, well, I do not want to see any of our sons and daughters from this country sent into a conflict that we're being dragged into by Netanyahu and his people in the Likud. It is time that we took a stand for American interests. It is not our interest to go into World War III. If Netanyahu wants to have an expanded war, he should be told, pal, you're on your own. We're not going to be there with you if you're going to ignite a war in Iran. And guess what? They have no choice, because that's exactly what's happening. Like it tells us real quick, it tells us what? Yep. This is Jeremiah 49 and 20. It says, therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that he have taken against Edom, which are the Edomites. That's who those people who are calling themselves the Jews, that's who they truly are. They're the Idumeans. They're the Edomites. That's their biblical nationality. You see? And these Edomites here, these so-called white people here in the land of America, they're Edomites. And this is the judgment that the Most High is about to bring upon this nation of people. It says what? Therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. And that's what's happening. America's being drawn into this because of the least of the flock, which are these so-called Jews, the Israeli state. You see? And it's going to cause for America to be made completely desolate, to never be inhabited again. And the land of Israel is going to be burned up with nuclear fire as well. That's what's coming according to the Most High's will. That's what this World War III is going to lead to. America being completely destroyed and made desolate, and the land of the land of Israel being burned up with fire as well. That's what's coming. You see, Jeremiah 15:45. Jeremiah 15:45 tells you the same thing. Therefore, hear the counsel of Yahweh that he have taken against Babylon. You see that? Who is Babylon according to the Bible? Babylon is America. And his purposes that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock, the state of Israel, shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So you can go up here and try to fight against what the Most High is doing, but there's nothing that you can do to stop it. Israel is going to do more and more shit in the Middle East to cause tensions to rise, and America is going to keep backing them and funding them, and then eventually they're going to be dragged into World War III with the rest of the heathen nations, man. That's what all this is leading to. You see? That's what all this is leading to, man. And it's being done to fulfill the word that the Most High has spoken. Let's get Salakia. Salakia. Let's get Isaiah. Let's see. There it is. That's what I was looking for. This is Isaiah 13:4. It says what? The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. That's what's happening. The nations are being gathered together to fight the war that's going to end Esau's rulership. World War III, man. The second war was passed. Behold, the third war cometh quickly. So it goes on to say, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah of hosts, mustereth the host of the battle. The Most High is the one that's orchestrating this. Because don't it tell you in Daniel 4:17, real quick, that what? This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. Every single empire that has come into power has been according to the Most High's will. And when they were taken down, it was according to the Most High's will. Why? It's because the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. The Most High is in control of who sits upon the seat of power as the head nation on the earth. So the reason this Edomite power structure has been set up this way is because it's the will of the Most High. And just like the Most High set this thing up, with Esau being the head of it for now, he's about to take this man out of power by way of great violence in the midst of this World War III. That's what's coming. The Most High is orchestrating all this, man. Man is on the earth moving according to the Most High's will. These nations are moving according to the Most High's will. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is causing all this tension to be built up in the Middle East. So World War III can pop up, because what? His word needs to be fulfilled. And we're here to let you know what it truly is. So watch. As we move, as the days pass by, you see, and the weeks roll along, and the months come and go, you're going to see more and more shit going on in the Middle East, and it's just going to intensify until a full-fledged war breaks out. That's what it all leads to fulfill our Father's will. Now let's get this one real quick. Let's get Amos 9. Hold up. What was it? Slovakia. No, it's not Amos 9. Joel 3. Good Lord. Joel 3. In verse 9 it says, matter of fact, Joel 3:9. And this is the reason World War III is going to be fought. Because at the end of the day, it all goes back to what these nations have done unto the Most High's people. You see? Which are us so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and not those people living in the land of Israel now, proclaiming to be the Jews. Those people are not the Most High's people, and we see by way of their actions that they're not. They don't fit prophecy, because the Most High told you that when His people go back to the land, they're going to be in a state of peace. When the true Israelites go back to the land, they would govern the earth in righteousness. The heathen nations would come up to the land of Israel to learn the ways of righteousness. That's not being done up under these Israelis. You see? They're not pushing forth righteousness. And it also tells you that when the Israelites go back into their land, there would be no more war. The state of Israel has been at war ever since its inception in 1948, man. The first night they was there, they were bombed. And went into a what? Went straight into war. That was the Most High signifying that those people are not His people. See, the true Israelites are still scattered all throughout the earth in the land of their captivities, awaiting salvation from our Lord Yahweh Shah when He returns. Lord, wouldn't we be a part of that number? You see? So it says what? Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, you see, the tribes, man. Verse 2, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat, which translates into what? Yahweh's judgment. And he's going to do what? And plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So the true Israelites are scattered all throughout the world, man, in captivity, awaiting salvation from the Lord Yahweh Shai. And the heathen have taken the Most High's land, the land that he's given unto us. You see, beginning with our righteous forefather Abraham, they've taken that land and parted it among themselves between the Israelis and between the Palestinians. You see that? That's what they're over there warring about now. A land that doesn't belong to either one of those heathen nations. That land belongs to us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. That's the land that we're going back to when the Lord Yahweh Shai returns. You see? Now, we can get this too, but this goes into something else. But it all goes into a punishment that's good. This war is going to be a punishment brought upon the heathen for what they've done unto the Israelites. Now, I want to just get to the point. Verse 9 says what? Proclaim. Salaki. Yeah, I had throwing the fucking fit. But yeah, man. So this Joel 3:9, it says what? Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. And that's what's happening. All these nations are getting war ready. You see? And you're going to start to see them being funneled over there into the Middle East to wage the ultimate war, World War III. And do we not see Russia sending warships to the Red Sea? It's happening, man. And you're gonna start to see more and more nations make their way over there into that area for them to be judged for what they've done unto the Israelites. You see? Verse 10 says what? Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And that's what's happening. You just got Korea. They've created a hypersonic missile. And now they're bucking up against America. Nations that would never have bucked up against America 50, 60, 70 years ago are doing that now because what? They have the same type of nuclear power that America has now. And they're standing up in boldness. And guess who's there to back them up? Russia. You see? You think all this that's taking place in the earth is a coincidence? No, man. It's the will of the Most High coming to pass. Is everything the Most High said will happen happening? You see? So it goes on to say what? Verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And that's what's taking place. The heathen are gathering themselves for World War III. And I know you dumbass, sleepy Americans don't believe that this is going to come to pass, but it's happening right before your eyes, believe it or not. It's happening. You see? You see old boy in the article, he sees it coming to pass. He sees it being stirred up, but you niggas are still in the spirit of March Madness and NBA Finals and whatever. All this other bullshit, man. You niggas worry about Diddy. All this bullshit that don't mean a goddamn thing. You see? Well, you got all these nations building up what? Their nuclear arsenals. You see, they're taking everything, all the resources they can, and they're putting it into weapons of war, man. That's the spirit that's in the earth right now. And here in the land of America, they're trying to keep you distracted with all this bullshit filler news, man. All this bullshit filler headlines and Kanye West this and Diddy that and Meek Mill this, a bunch of bullshit that don't matter. It don't fucking matter. You see? What Instagram model is pregnant? A bunch of shit that don't fucking matter. You see? You better wake the fuck up, man. Because this war is going to happen. And just watch. Just keep your eyes on the Israelis. Keep your eyes on what they're doing, because they are going to be the spark that ignites this whole entire fucking powder keg, man. You see? And America is going to follow them right off the cliff. You see? It says what? Joel 3:11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Yahawashi, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And that's what's coming. Now just watch. Watch how the nations continue to funnel their assets over there into the Middle East, man. You see? Just watch. It's all going to happen according to the Most High's will, and it's going to end in what? Nuclear missiles being shot off. You see? It's gonna end in fire. This is coming out more and more because we're getting closer to that day, man. Isaiah 9:5. It says what? Every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. This is how this World War III is going to be fought. With nuclear missiles. It's not a coincidence that all these nations are building up their nuclear arsenals. They're building these things to do what? To use them. Vladimir Putin told you that. We building these missiles to use them. And you see, and that's what all these tensions are leading up to. The button being pressed and the nukes being launched, man. And it doesn't end well for America. I mean, well, it doesn't end well for the state of Israel, and it damn sure don't end good for America. You see? This shit is over, man. This shit is over. And you're gonna see. You're gonna see. Good Lord. Hey, the animals know, man. They know. So let's get this real quick, and we'll end it on this. Let's get Isaiah. What else do I want to grab? You know what? Let's get Jeremiah 50. Start at verse 9. Yup. Because with America following after Israel, man, it's going to lead to this entire land of America being completely surrounded and destroyed with nuclear missiles, man. That's what this is all leading to. But once again, you dumbass Americans are in a state of oblivion. You see, you still sleep. You still hoping that Trump is going to save you from this? Nah, man. Trump is going to go right along with it. Because he's a part of the machine. He's not a fucking savior. Just watch. But it's all leading up to what? America being surrounded on all sides and nuclear missiles being launched to this place from every nation that has thermonuclear capability, man. And it ends with what? America being completely engulfed in nuclear flame as a punishment of the ungodly of this land, man. You see? Jeremiah 50:9, it says what? For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. You see, and that begins with Russia, because Russia is going to spearhead the destruction of America, man. Y'all, hey, you Americans trying to being petty, poking and prodding at Russia, but you don't know that, hey, Russia is going to be the main catalyst to your end, man. according to prophecy. Jeremiah 50:9, it says what? For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. What are the arrows? The arrows are what? The arrows are the ICBM nuclear missiles, man. That's what the arrows are. You see? And every nation that has nuclear capabilities, they're going to fire them upon America. And there will be nothing left of this place when it's all said and done. Verse 10 says what? And Chaldea shall be a spoil, which is Babylon, the great America. And all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. When this place is finally destroyed, the heathen nations are going to be satisfied at the destruction that takes place here in this place, in this land. Verse 11 says what? Because you were glad, because you rejoice, O you destroyers of mine heritage, because you are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls, your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Even America's allies, even the land that America was spawned from, Great Britain is going to be ashamed of this place. Great Britain is going to turn upon this place, like it tells you, the men of thy confederacy have deceived thee and laid a wound under thee. It tells you that in Obadiah. Even the allies of America are going to turn upon this place and shoot nuclear missiles upon this land. It tells you that in Revelation 17 as well. It says what? Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Because of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. You see that? Yeah, so back in it. Yeah, so back in it, it says what? Jeremiah 50 and 13, it says, because of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, it shall not be inhabited. Talking about the land of America. No one will ever live in this land ever again once this place is completely soaked in nuclear fire. You see? But it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And that's what's coming, man. Every nation that has these nuclear missiles, every single one of them are going to be fired here to the land of America. You see? And this place is going to be completely melted with fire, with everything in it. This is what all this tension in the Middle East is going to lead to. You see, the state of Israel being engulfed in fire and flame, and also the land of America, you see, being done the same way, but the difference is America will never be inhabited again. But this is what it all leads to. This is what it all leads to, man. Israel being a rogue state with America following behind them is going to lead into World War III and ultimately the complete destruction, you see, of this land known as America. And it's all according to biblical prophecy. That's what you're witnessing right now. All these different things here. Let's go back because I seen another one. Look, Israel is all in the news. Israel is a rogue nation. Israel killed 7 Gaza food aid workers. You see? Spain to officially recognize Palestinian state, calls on Western powers to do the same. You see that? All these different tensions is going to lead to World War III popping off, man, and nuclear missiles being shot off, with America receiving the brunt of the damage. You see? So just wanted to bring that out real quick through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So hopefully it was edifying. I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.